Ladies and gentlemen, there was a story that recently came out about a 24-year-old that dove into Lake Lanier and he was electrocuted. And they can't explain how the lake became electrified in the first place, but we know why that happened. If you don't know the history, but I think most of us do know the history of Lake Lanier, it's a man made reservoir and it was done in an evil way. It was once a town of Oscarville, and our forefathers lived in this town. They decided to make this man made reservoir that we now know as Lake Lanier, and they drowned and killed 1,100 melanated men, women, and children to make this lake. They did this to a town. You know how it is. Whenever they want to do something or want to put some development up or some big project, it can't go nowhere else other than our neighborhood. And they're still doing this to this very day. Can't go anywhere else. So you killed all of those people, and you want to know why folks are just dying around Lake Lanier? Oh no, you took that many lives, just drowned these people, didn't care about them at all. And since then, they're saying that there's been 700 deaths there. And people still go. They're still going and getting in the water and taking their boats over there and just having a good time, literally over a grave of the people below. So So Lake Lanier actually supplies water for the city of Atlanta and surrounding areas down there. And they also use the lake for recreational purposes for the residents and people that come in there visiting from out of town. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, and let's get into this story. Another one definitely bit the dust. So, a family member told investigators they heard Milner scream for help and tried to get him out of the water using a ladder. Mm-mm-mm. When that didn't work, neighbors stepped in to help and took a boat out to Milner. So, this person is Thomas Shepard Milner. That's his full name. So they took a boat out there, according to the sheriff's office. One of the Good Samaritans in the boat jumped in the water to pull Milner out, but felt a burning sensation, which they immediately recognized as an electric shock. Well, after swimming to shore and turning off the power box near the docks, the person returned to the water to pull Milner back to shore, according to investigators. Bystanders told authorities Milner's uncle administered CPR. Emergency medical crew got there on the scene. The 24-year-old was rushed to Northside Forsyth Hospital, where he died from his injuries the next day. Milner's mother, Martha Milner, told Atlanta News First her son was gentle and kind and loved the lake. According to Milner, the dock at the lake property was less than 3 years old and outfitted with electricity by a licensed electrician. Boaters like Chris Morris were saddened to hear about the death on Sunday. It's a freak accident, Milner's mother, Martha, said. So, according to her, he was the youngest of three children. Mm-mm-mm. And he lived with his oldest brother and his cat. So we know, Lake Lanier, a lot of people say the ancestors are in there taking revenge. So his mother goes on to say, "We have owned our lake property for 60 years." So they probably been there as long as the lake has been there, because the lake has been there since 1956. That's where that's when they killed all of those townspeople, those melanated townspeople that lived there. 1956. He grew up at the lake and was a strong swimmer and loved everything water. Our dock was less than 3 years old and it was outfitted with electricity by a licensed electrician. Shepard did not use drugs, so she just going over basic things and, said he would go out there quite often. He had a jet ski, he would go swimming and, just the usual things that you would see people do. So, y'all, it's another one gone at Lake Lanier. And I have to tell you, if it was me, I'm not answering that. If it was me, I wouldn't go nowhere near that place. Mm-mm. I wouldn't go near it. And I think these folks, they're just not getting it. They're not getting it. That's why they're saying 700 have died there. And they just keep going and going. And these tragedies just keep happening to them. So, y'all, please tell me what you think. You know, Thomas Shepard Milner is just the latest victim over the last few days, a matter of fact, because there were two other people that died there as well. So please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.